Hi there, Jess in the Rada Kitchen. Thanks for joining me. If you are tired of the same old weeknight meals, I have a great solution for you. Our turkey cutlets and our brown butter, maple, and orange glaze sauce can be ready to serve in as quickly as 15 to 20 minutes. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so we are using turkey cutlets for this recipe. You could use boneless, skinless chicken breast, of course, but sometimes you just want to shake things up. So here we have some nice lean cuts. You can see that all the trimmings and the extra fat have been taken off, which is why these are called cutlets. So to this, we're just going to season these up. I am using Rada's burger and fry seasoning, but honestly, you could put this stuff on anything. I even put it on my popcorn. It's just a really great seasonal. So quick seasoning on each side, and we're going to sear these in a pan. And I love this recipe because we're going to do everything in the same pan. So it makes for super easy cleanup. So we are going to sear our turkey breasts in our pan, and just to check the temperature of our oil, you're just going to take a splatter of cold water, and you want to hear that little pop and sizzle. Your oil is going to crack a little. So I'm going to take my turkey and just put it right down in that pan. About 3 minutes per side. All right, so like I mentioned, about 3 to 4 minutes per side, these are ready to flip. And it doesn't take very long because they're a thin cut of meat, but they're just starting to turn golden brown, and that's exactly what we want. So our cutlets are ready to come off, and these are not cooked all the way through because we're gonna make our sauce in the same pan and put all the turkey back in at the end and allow it to cook all the way through. So set those aside, and I'm ready for my next batch of cutlets. And just right in they go. Hear that beautiful sizzle in my pan. And another 3 minutes per side. All right, so we have our turkey breasts all cooked and set aside. So here in my pan, you can see we have all these nice little brown bits. And I've drained off most of the oil that we cooked with. And I am going to deglaze our pan with some apple cider vinegar. And just pick up all of that good flavor and into our measuring cup until we're ready to make our sauce. All right, we are ready to zest our oranges, and we are also going to juice these. So one of my oranges, I'm just going to grate over this bowl. And of course, you don't want to get the white part, but just that super fragrant orange outside that has all of those delicious fragrant oils. So I'm going to do this whole orange, and then we'll juice it and then just use the juice from one more. All right, so now we're going to juice our orange, and I'm just going to do this by hand. If you had a juicer that you'd like to use, definitely do so. And if you don't have a few oranges on hand, you could always substitute some orange juice for this. So here in my pan, I've allowed my butter to brown, and you can see it's just to that golden brown consistency. You want to make sure that you don't burn it, and it doesn't take very long, so you have to keep an eye on this. So to my brown butter, I am going to add those pan drippings that we pulled off the stove from before, and this contains my orange juice that we just freshly squeezed and my orange zest. So in the pan, give that a stir. To this, I'm going to add a few tablespoons of Dijon mustard. And then finally, real maple syrup. And I know it's a little bit more expensive, but using the real thing makes such a difference in this dish. With my Rada Handy Stir, we're just going to come in, give that a whisk all together. So you just want to make sure that all of your turkey cutlets are coated with that sauce, and on a medium-low heat, you're going to let that simmer for just about 2 to 3 more minutes. So here we've pulled our turkey cutlets off of the stove, and they have that delicious brown butter orange maple glaze on top, and I've garnished it with just a little bit of sage leaf. Thank you so much for joining me today. Be sure to check us out at radacutlery.com and to subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can get more great recipes just like this one.